I'm going to take here with a video that doesn't quite fit into any specific series, and it's not really a full-blown, channel update. I just want to go over a few things here that, didn't necessarily mean their own video, but it would be good to put them all together so that they do see the light of day. I won a contest on the channel called Milo's Mods, which is run by Sean Cox, and he had a giveaway featuring Aeon Pro and some other bits, and I entered just more of as support, not really thinking that I was going to win, and turns out I did. And I want to share what he sent me. He sent me a bunch of darts, including Adventure Force, Pro darts, and looks like some Megas. I got some Men Guns, got some Worker full lengths, those are my second favorite full lengths, to be honest. Got some more Men Guns, and of course I got the Aeon Pro here. That is, it's lightly modded, he said. It has a skinny breech, and already has the hook on the top prime, which, for those of you who watch this channel, I love top primers. I'm not dead set on having to have a pump grip. I'm really not. Top prime works fine. A little bit lower rate of fire, and yes, you do have to, prime it and then move your hand to aim, but that's fine. And nice thing about Aeon Pro is you can plug the barrel. Goes for anything with a sealed system. But that's going to be fun to tinker with. He did include the stock parts here in case I wanted to swap anything back. And inside this bag with the stock parts is also something I was actually highly interested in. The inserts for France Foamworks interchangeable sight system. I've actually been wanting to use one of these. That's going to be fun to use. Included magazine, the adapter, also a dual mag holder. That's going to be nice to run whenever I get back to actually doing some events. A scar attachment. Looks pretty nice. This is one of the ones that has 3D printed rifling in it. And a France Foamworks throwable. It's one of the little foam grenades. I don't really use throwables, but I'll add this to the collection. That'll be more of the thing. And I can always use more Adventure Force Pro darts. But all that came via a giveaway that he had on his channel, and link to his channel will be in the description of the video. A couple other things I want to touch on here is, first and foremost, Tishiki sent me 2 X-Shot quick slides off of my Amazon wish list. To this point, she is the only one that has ever sent me something off the Amazon wish list. And if you don't know her, she is the companion of Broke Nerfing, and she's been a fan of my channel now for a couple of years. She's one of my patrons, and she also kind of inaugurated my Amazon wish list. But she sent me quick slides, and one's still stock, but one has been fully modded, because I wanted to do this kind of as a thank you. She was kind enough to send them, and I hadn't made a video or anything on them just yet. And it actually took me a few questions to figure out who in the world sent me these. They just show up. Which, if you don't know how the Amazon wishlist works, it's completely anonymous. If you don't tell me you sent something, and it just shows up, I'm just like, blasters. Awesome. Where'd they come from? But this is one of them. This was a fun project to do. If you've never had one of the quick slides, I would absolutely say get one. This thing is ultra comfy. I mean, this grip is the epitome of comfort. This has such a smooth profile, and it fits your hand perfectly. Trigger pull's nice, even with an improved trigger spring, and the slide is smooth even after being hydro dipped, which I'm gonna lean in here. That has a blue sand and gray marble of a hydro dip to coincide with the blue of the clip, contrasted against the orange and black, which contrast is very pleasing to the eye, in my opinion. But I did that. This now has its simple mod, air restrictor removed, the dead space reduced, and a doubled up spring using the stock spring from the quick slide plus a stock spring from a X-Shot Reflex. The X-Shot Reflex spring sits right inside of the quick slide spring without any rattle and without any any binding. And it does get full compression, works perfectly. And this will shoot at just over 100 feet per second with that set of mods being done on a very compact clip-fed pistol that holds 10 shots. And these clips, whenever X-Shot gets around to selling more of them, this would be fantastic to run for a lightweight loadout. And of course, for all those out there, you can, brass these up to handle half darts. You could even put inserts in them if you want to fire Boomco. Boomtendo. You could also make X-Shot quick slide clips with Boomco. I would get one. I'd get one if I could. But that's a huge thank you to Tisha for sending me the 2-pack of the quick slides. And as you can see, one of them now is going to be immortalized in my collection. And I will run this in games probably next spring whenever I can get a chance to do them again. But that turned out fantastic. I've been having fun with it here in the workshop. And I finally built a Longshot. I know, way overdue. And this is no powerhouse. This is not going to be something that breaks any records. I'll leave that for Chris Cartea and for OC Nerf. And anybody else who builds the huge builds. This one is going to be a long-term durable build. And yes, you're seeing it missing a stock. I haven't decided on what stock I want to put on it. But I wanted to go ahead and share it with you because I did build it. And this one is running off of a... This is running off of a setup with a 12 kilogram Orange Modworks spring, a alloy bolt sled, alloy, this is all worker, the rose gold stuff, alloy bolt sled, catch, plunger head, and Orange Modworks trigger, Orange Modworks plunger rod, a worker plunger tube, and a breech by John Newsham. Now it's firing at about 230 feet per second. I shot a bunch over the chronograph and was getting anywhere from 228 to 234 or 236, and it does very nice. Actually just shot through cardboard there at about 8 feet away. But this thing's fun. And I built it with the lighter spring, 12 kilogram, so that it can be still bolt action. And I did use the upgraded worker bolt, and I could run it, in 250 or under feet per second games, and I'm comfortably within that, no matter what dart I use. The 230 was with Adventure Force Pros. If I put in, there's other darts I've been using that I can get a little more performance out of, like say jets. But if I use whatever darts that they want me to test with, I can easily stay under 250. And this is going to be more for long-term durability. I want this build to last. So higher spring load normally, especially with Longshots being older blasters at this point, higher spring load means reduced blaster life. This blaster will probably last as long as I want it to. But I finally did build a Longshot. So that's kind of just an extra thing to include in the video. But I wanted to share that. I wanted to say thank you to Sean Cox for the giveaway and to Tisha Key for sending me the 2 X-Shot quick slides. She did that way back in the summer, or no, in the spring, way back in the spring, and I finally got that mod done, and that was fun to do. But if you enjoy this, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.